We also reached out to the Minnesota Secretary of State's office, where they did not have any comment on this particular situation. Minneapolis city leaders are ready to move forward with the future of a police precinct that burned down in 2020 and has stood vacant ever since. The latest plan is to transform it into what they call a democracy center. But as Caroline Cummings reports, some on city council still have objections.
The Minneapolis 3rd Police Precinct that burned in 2020 sits vacant with its scars from that time. Now, years later, the city wants to turn the page.
It's time for our city to move forward. It's time for a vision at the old 3rd Precinct building to take shape.
Mayor Jacob Fry and city staff are proposing renovating it and moving election services there, plus earmarking 8,000 square feet of community space there too. The council asked for more community engagement, and Tuesday staff presented their findings from this summer. 2 surveys found support outweighed opposition more than 3-1.
What we are proposing is also both the financially smart as well as the good governance measure.
The meeting Tuesday comes just one day after Republican vice presidential nominee Senator J.D. Vance held a news conference outside the precinct, accusing his opponent, Governor Walz, of failed leadership at the time.
Let's not hand J.D. Vance a prop to use in a political way.
Chair Chavez.
Aye.
But some on the council want it to be fully a community space, taking issue with some renovations needed to house election services there.
The community I represent in particular is tired of fighting for crumbs when they should be earning and getting the entire loaf of bread. That is what I told my residents I would fight for.
The committee meeting got heated at times as council members sparred over parts of the plan. The city says it's moving forward, but it will eventually need buy-in from the city council in order to fund it, and it wouldn't open until 2029.
It feels as though some of my colleagues are desperate for any objection to 3,000 Minnehaha, and this has been going on for too long.
In Minneapolis, Caroline Cummings, WCCO News.
In other news, the U.S. is warning Israel to let more humanitarian aid into Gaza.